keeps elevating me.
How you doing, guys? It's Ricky here, back with another video, and in this video I'm going to talk to you all about stunting and wheelies more specifically. Okay, I am on my Z125 and it is stunted out, but I'm not going to be using the stunt bar or anything. I'm just going to be talking about clutch ups in first gear. This technique applies to all motorcycles. It's just the only difference is how much clutch you use and how much throttle you use, right? But if you are owning a Honda Grom or a Z125, then this video will be very specific to you and your motorcycle. Okay, the only upgrades to this bike is the exhaust. Really, like, there's nothing else that's going to affect the performance of wheelies. Okay, I'm a 200-pound man and I'm going to sit my ass on the front of the bike instead of the back of the bike. So if I can get the front wheel up, I promise you can. I'm on stock gearing, stock chain, no big bore kit or clutch springs or anything like that on this bike, and I'm going to be able to get the front wheel up a little bit using the techniques I'm going to teach you, so I promise you that you can too. First things first, if you're going to practice wheelies, start off in a parking lot going nice and slow, obviously using first gear, and go from there. Okay, always have your right foot on the peg and your toes covering the rear brake. You will use the rear brake to save you if your wheelie ever gets out of control. As for the actual wheeling, you don't want to grab the whole clutch when you wheelie. You literally only use maybe a quarter to a half of the clutch pull, so that way the RPMs just barely slips and it has a really easy time grabbing when you actually dump the clutch after blimping the RPMs. That's something that most beginners learning how to stunt mess up. They grab way too much clutch and they never actually grab any of the RPMs after they rev it up. Okay, so you are cruising along nice and slow, cruising. You barely pull in the clutch, maybe a quarter or a half full clutch pull, blimp the RPMs, and then dump the clutch. Okay, so I'm going to do a few wheelies just to show you guys what I'm talking about here.
Do it!
Alright, so I'm cruising along, right, 5 miles an hour, covering my rear brake. I barely pull in the clutch, I rev it up, dump the clutch. See that right there? Now I let go of the throttle a little bit and I did get the front wheel up. That was a real small wheelie just for demonstration purposes. I slowed it down and explained the steps for you. Obviously, as you get a little bit more smooth and quick with it, the wheelies will look better, okay? But again, I'm just cruising along, covering my rear brake. I pull in the clutch about a quarter turn, rev it up, dump. Okay, see how it popped up right there? That's what we're looking for. That was a state highway patrolman. I don't know if he's here for me or what. I just got here. I ain't doing nothing wrong yet. I just got here, damn it. I don't think they're worried about me. Let me show you again. This time I'm going to go fast. That way it actually gets the front wheel up a little bit, okay? Oop. There we go. Pop the front wheel up. Let's do it again. There we go. Pop the front wheel up, right? There we go. Pop the front wheel up. So see, I just did 3 little wheelies, and I'm a 200-pound man sitting right at the front of this bike right here. I'm not sitting my butt far back. If I set my butt far back, it would come up even easier. Stock gearing, stock everything that matters when it comes to doing wheelies, and I'm able to get the front wheel up. Slightly pulling the clutch, rev it up, drop the clutch, right? That's all it is. Let me do a few more. Woo! There we go. There's a little one. There we go. These are just tiny little wheelies just for demonstration purposes. This is what yours should look like, and this is all I'm really going to do because I'm not out here stunting, especially with some cops around. I'm trying to be a little bit subtle. But this is all you're going to do when you're in these parking lots practicing, right? Small little blimps. Figure out how much you need just to get the front wheel up a little and then work from there. Woo. That was a good one. That was a decent one. Woo! There we go. Alright. I hope you guys found something in this video useful. Like I said, these techniques that I just briefly went over apply to any motorcycle that you might be riding. So start off slow, work your way up, the RPMs, figure out how much clutch you need to use, right? And then start off with less RPMs and kind of work your way up until you're wheeling as high as you want to and you get really good at these wheelies, okay? If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you all in the next video.